Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, THAAD, formerly Theater High Altitude Area Defense, is an American anti-ballistic missile defense system designed to intercept and destroy short, medium, and intermediate-range ballistic missiles in their terminal phase, descent, or re-entry. The THAAD interceptor carries no warhead, instead relying on its kinetic energy of impact to destroy the incoming missile. THAAD was developed after the experience of Iraq's Scud missile attacks during the Gulf War in 1991. Originally a United States Army program, THAAD has come under the umbrella of the Missile Defense Agency. The Navy has a similar program, the sea-based Aegis Ballistic Missile Defense System, which also has a land component called Aegis Ashore. THAAD was originally scheduled for deployment in 2012, but initial deployment took place in May 2008. THAAD has been deployed in the United Arab Emirates, Israel, Romania, and South Korea. On the 17th of January 2022, THAAD made its first operational interception of an incoming hostile medium-range ballistic missile in the UAE. Lockheed is pushing for funding for the development of an extended-range version of the THAAD to counter maturing threats posed by hypersonic glide vehicles that adversaries may deploy, namely the Chinese Wu-14, to penetrate the gap between low and high-altitude missile defenses. The company performed static fire trials of a modified THAAD booster in 2006 and continued to fund the project until 2008. The current 14.5-in, 37 centimeters, diameter single-stage booster design would be expanded to a 21-in, 53 centimeters, first stage for greater range with a second kick stage to close the distance to the target and provide improved velocity at burnout and more lateral movement during an engagement. Although the kill vehicle would not need redesign, the ground-based launcher would have only 5 missiles instead of 8. As of 2020, THAAD is only an industry concept, but Lockheed believes that the Missile Defense Agency will show interest because of the weapons under development by potential adversaries. The Pentagon is researching whether other technologies like directed energy weapons and railguns are better solutions for missile defense. These are expected to become available in the mid to late 2020s.
Although the actual figures are classified, THAAD missiles have an estimated range of 125 miles, 200 kilometers, and can reach an altitude of 93 miles, 150 kilometers. A THAAD battery consists of at least 6 launcher vehicles, each equipped with 8 missiles, with 2 Mobile Tactical Operations Centers, TOCs, and the ANTPY-2 ground-based radar, GBR. The U.S. Army plans to field at least 6 THAAD batteries, at a purchase cost of $800 million per battery. By September 2018, MDA plans to deliver 52 more interceptors to the Army. In June 2020, the Senate Armed Services Committee, draft of the FY 2021 DoD budget, allocated funding for the 8th THAAD battery. The THAAD missile is manufactured at a Lockheed Martin facility near Troy, Alabama. The facility performs final integration, assembly, and testing of the THAAD missile. The THAAD radar is an X-band active electronically scanned array radar developed and built by Raytheon at its Andover, Massachusetts Integrated Air Defense Facility. The THAAD radar and a variant developed as a forward sensor for ICBM missile defense, the forward-based X-band transportable FBXT radar, were assigned a common designator, ANTPY-2, in late 2006, early 2007. The THAAD radar can interoperate with Aegis and Patriot systems in a 3-layer anti-missile defense. General Missile Defense Plans. In May 2017, the Pentagon proposed spending $7.9 billion in its FY 2018 budget on missile defense, which includes THAAD interceptors and Patriot interceptors, along with $1.5 billion for ground-based mid-course defense, GMD, against intercontinental ballistic missiles. Deployments. Israel. In 2012, the US ANTPY-2 early missile warning radar station on Mount Keren in the Negev Desert was the only active foreign military installation in Israel. In March 2019, Bravo Battery, 2nd Air Defense Artillery Regiment, B-2 THAAD, 11th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, was deployed at Nevatim Air Base during a joint US-Israeli drill, after which it was to be moved to an undisclosed location in the Negev Desert in southern Israel. The X-band radar system, which is part of the THAAD system, has been deployed at Nevatim since 2008. On October 13, 2024, President Biden directed Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin to authorize the deployment of a THAAD battery to Israel to help bolster Israel's air defenses following Iran's unprecedented attacks against Israel on April 13th and again on October 1st.
Romania, in 2019, while the Aegis ashore at NSF Devaselu was being upgraded, B Battery, 62nd Air Defense Artillery Regiment, B-62-2 THAAD, was emplaced in NSF Devaselu, Romania during the interim. South Korea, on the 7th of October 2013, the South Korean military asked the Pentagon to provide information on the THAAD system concerning prices and capabilities as part of efforts to strengthen defenses against North Korean ballistic missiles. However, South Korean Park Geun-hye administration decided it will develop its own indigenous long-range surface-to-air missile instead of buying the THAAD. South Korean Defense Ministry officials previously requested information on the THAAD, as well as other missile interceptors like the Israeli Arrow 3, with the intention of researching systems for domestic technology development rather than for purchase. Officials did, however, state that American deployment of the THAAD system would help in countering North Korean missile threats. In May 2014, the Pentagon revealed it was studying sites to base THAAD batteries in South Korea. Turkey. According to U.S. officials, the AN/TPY-2 radar was deployed at Turkey's Kirkuk Air Force Base. The radar was activated in January 2012. United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, signed a deal to purchase the missile defense system on the 25th of December 2011. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, graduated its first two THAAD unit classes at Fort Bliss in 2015 and 2016. Its first live-fire exercises with Patriot missiles took place in 2014. On the 17th of January 2022, THAAD made its first real-world intercept against an incoming Houthi ballistic missile in the UAE. Oman, on the 27th of May 2013, Oman announced a deal for the acquisition of the THAAD air defense system. However, a sale has not been announced. Saudi Arabia, on the 6th of October 2017, the U.S. reached a deal to provide Saudi Arabia with THAAD in a deal worth $15 billion. 7 fire units, each with a Raytheon AN/TPY-2 radar, 2 mobile tactical stations, with 2 spares for a total of 16, and 6 launchers, with 2 spares for a total of 44, 360 interceptor missiles,